Every man go shaker. I'm ready to explode.
Hi, I'm Merrick D'Amato.
Who am I? Why am I here? I don't remember coming here. What is this?
This is the first day of the rest of your life.
Oh, shit. What's up, everybody?
Welcome back to Mindbreakers. We have a movie I have never seen for you today.
Damn.
Movie about a comic book creator and his characters, and then they come to life. Not Cool World, fucking fortunately.
I was like, yo, hold up.
We're watching the 1987 film Cellar with a whopping 5.1 out of 10 on IMDb.
Yeah, you've been getting a lot of those recently. It just doesn't.
A comic book artist, Whitney Taylor, is doomed to repeat history in a most grotesque way when she unleashes a demon after drawing it.
What?
Oh, Yvonne DiCarlo's in this.
What?
You know Yvonne DiCarlo, right?
Yeah, that name sounds familiar.
Yeah, she's Lily Munster.
Yeah.
Don't know any of these other people. Oh, no shit, he's in this.
Who's that?
Jeffrey Combs.
Oh, of course.
I have no expectations. I know there's a cool monster effect. That's about it.
I mean, hey, artists bring shit to life. Sounds interesting, at least.
I've seen at least 5 different episodes of things with this exact plot.
Yeah. And I've seen Cool World, so...
I've seen even more if the things the person write come true.
Oh,
and read even more.
Yeah. Oh, this one sounds at least interesting. You know, better than... I don't know, I think my mind is up to anything after fucking Mangler 2.
Better than Video Dead, at least.
That too, oh my god.
Let's go.
Let go.
That's the ghost of Colin Childress. 30 years ago, he butchered a woman with an axe and then set himself on fire.
It's dark, it's gloomy, it's filled with terror.
Don't even think about going down there.
So why can't people stay out of the cellar?
I love to be frightened.
If you love to be frightened, then this cellar is the place to be. Innocent woman is terrorized. Her life becomes a nightmare when she won't stay out of the basement and is snared by the evil cellar dweller.
That was a surprisingly good movie.
It was fun. I had fun with this one.
Having been to a kind of school, not an art school, but in a program that was artistic,
Same.
I have met and hate most of these people.
I have a feeling the director was kind of the same way, because he made these people exactly how I remember them to. It's kind of great, to be honest.
Like, we start out, Jeffrey Combs is drawing a comic book.
Yeah.
Drawing comic art, and then the demon he's drawing comes to life. So
With the woman.
So he goes and gets his axe, which is not a wood axe. It's a freaking Norman battle axe, is what it looks like.
Yep.
And then he burns the monster.
Burns himself.
Apparently some oil got knocked over. Why he had an open thing of oil, I'm not sure about.
How the fire spread throughout the house, too.
Oh, that's because he knocked the oil over.
Even to the stairs?
Yeah.
Right.
Now, I'm not sure why you'd have an open thing. Like, being generous, paint thinner maybe, but why would you have an open can of paint thinner right beside where you're drawing?
Yeah.
I'm not an artist. Artists watching, maybe you can, who work with in the physical realm, not digital. If you can explain this.
Kudos.
But otherwise, I don't know.
He burns.
And this was 30 years ago.
30 years ago.
when Sergeant Pepper taught the band to play.
Yep.
And they've been going in and out of style, but they're guaranteed to raise a smile.
We credits.
We get our credits. Or get some comic art, and the guy shows up, and picture of the monster, and the names in a weird, hard to read font.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jeffrey. It's fun to see Jeffrey Combs, even if he's a really minor character, doesn't actually have a line.
I just love the way he looks.
He looks like Herbert West without glasses.
Yeah.
He's called Childress in this.
Yeah.
We then meet our protagonist, Whitney, who she's going to this artist colony, which frankly sounds like a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. They say college, but
It's his old cabin.
Yeah, that surprisingly didn't burn down.
No. And they're living there and doing their art there. The Mrs. Briggs, the woman who owns it, did not want to admit Whitney, but the board said to admit her because she doesn't believe comic book art is real art. She's played by Yvonne DiCarlo.
Yeah.
The best actor in the movie.
Yeah, she does her stuff.
She has some real pedigree. You ever seen Prince of Egypt? Not
Yep.
Prince of Egypt.
Well, yes.
10 Commandments.
Yeah.
She's in that too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she is. But I mean, I've also seen Prince of Egypt.
And of course, da 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 da.
Of course.
She's Canadian as well.
Yeah.
We meet the others. There's
Philip.
Philip. He does modern art, but it just looks like background.
Abstract.
It looks like the backgrounds from Elmo's World.
Yeah.
Like he said to her, "Aren't you a little young? Are you a little old to draw comics?" And you draw like a 5-year-old. Who the fuck? And there's this name I can't remember, who is a performance artist.
They say his name once in the movie.
There's McClaskey.
Yes.
Who we're just going to call Columbo for the duration of this review.
He's just Columbo.
Because he's a former private eye who now writes, I think, novels?
Yeah, something like that.
He's great. He's my favorite character.
He's also like a method actor whenever he needs to like get inspiration, so he takes the role of whatever he's doing.
Yep.
It's great. I love him.
And then there's Amanda. She's a bitch.
Amanda is a bitch.
She does cinema verite.
Oh, the other one was Lisa.
Lisa.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. It was funny. They said that, and both me and him were just like, "Oh God."
She's doing a cinema verite project. Oh no.
No. Run.
Yeah,
Out of the house.
Yep, that's exactly what I imagined.
Is she filming like a door?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad. Don't look it up if you don't know what it is. Just run away from it. It's boring.
But what you should do is seek out and watch Tears of a Clown. It's totally great and worth watching, and not just an utter waste of your time, pretentious bullshit.
Yeah, definitely. See,
You know what I wish? Huh? I wish that that when people thought of college film, they didn't think of Tears of a Clown. They instead think of Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Because that's a college movie.
Hell, think of this one. Fuck. This basically feels like a college movie.
I think it had a little more budget, though.
Yeah. I just mean, like, in terms of, like, shit happening. Like, it just feels like a college thing thrown together, and it's great.
You see all the characters meeting each other.
Philip's weird.
Whitney, Philip's really weird. He's apparently in Chud 2.
Yeah.
Whitney's getting along with mostly everybody except for Mrs. Briggs and
Her
Amanda.
and Lisa kind of kick it off. Like, they have nothing against each other.
But we have some references to other movies.
Oh yeah,
because I recognize two posters distinctly. There's a poster for Troll.
Yeah.
And a poster for Reanimator.
Which makes sense because
well, it makes sense, but also wait. This is a world that has both Jeffrey Combs
and Reanimator.
No, it has both the Jeffrey Combs must exist as an actor in this world for Reanimator to have been made.
Yeah.
Yet he's also a character.
Yep. Fuck it.
We find out that Cellar Dweller was a horror comic.
Yep.
Back in the day.
It was written in the cellar of the house. That's where this all shit takes place.
It has the exact same cover structure you're thinking of. It's the Tales from the Crypt model.
Tales of the Crypt one.
It's the easy model. It's the second EC Horror Comics inspired thing we've talked about this season.
Oh, true, eh?
Fuck. The Creep Show.
Yeah, Creep Show. And
I gotta say though, Cellar Dweller is a shit because
it's not great. Like the name is not great.
It's not a good name for because like obviously it's an anthology horror comic.
Yeah,
Cellar Dweller is not a good name for that.
it's not good.
Like it would be a fine name for like a story. Like this now kiddies, I present to you Cellar Dweller.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
Cellar Dweller might be a good name for the host.
Yes.
But like some like insert names Cellar of Fear. That's or like Cellar of Nightmares. That's a I get it's not a great name, but it's something.
It's something.
But like Cellar Dweller is not a great.
But I mean, Whitney thought it was great because she's collected every issue, even though they were hard to find. She basically became an artist because of Childress.
Yeah, fair enough. Everyone has.
Which, like,
their
yeah,
own
I think a
inspiration.
lot of artists can get behind that.
Bullshit. You're collecting comics from the 50s on a art student budget, but whatever.
And I say she settles in. She goes to her room, and things are going great. She fucking wakes up to screaming.
Yep, but
she's like, "What the hell is that?"
It's a performance artist doing her thing.
Lisa doing her thing, and she's like, "Everyone else is kind of used to it, but I forgot we got someone new, so I'll be a little bit quieter." Drinking away with her wine, having a good time.
Amanda's just a bitch.
Amanda is she's awful.
We find out she has history with Whitney.
Yeah.
She was basically her Malfoy back in school.
Yeah, because Whitney was a new kid, like
And
new student. And you know how it is when the new student gets recognition, the other one goes
because she's just
murder.
better than you.
And she pays her way through college or whatever. Whitney's mad about it. It's a whole thing.
There's an art show, and then fucking Columbo grabs a guy. No, grabs Lisa.
Grabs Lisa.
Shoots a fucking sculpture. And it's a 357 Magnum. Like, no, it's not.
No, it's not. But it just turns
and
out...
she's like, oh, you got no bullets in there. It's, very good. He's just doing a scene.
And he just leaves, and she's like, what the fuck was that? Like, oh, it's the actor guy. Every time he's trying to do something, and he comes to a roadblock, he plays it out. So he just...
No one...
kind of lets him.
By the way, that gun never comes back into play.
No. It was just there. That scene only was great.
There's some weird vision about zombie Childress trying to kill a woman.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, they think Childress killed the woman.
Killed the woman with the axe
instead of the
and
monster.
Burned the house.
I'm curious if the woman existed before Childress drew her.
No?
So is it murder? I don't know. So Whitney and Philip find the basement. I'm like, hey, can I move my art room to the basement? Fucking no.
But,
All right, how about I put it this way? I'll move down there, and then you can give my room to a real artist. All right, fair enough.
But Mrs. Briggs has nothing against Whitney whatsoever. No.
She just fucking hires Amanda to spy on and violate her privacy.
And make a plagiarism accusations that we learn later.
Like, she fucking Illuminati's it.
Yeah. It's fucking insane.
We see her filming her... I'm surprised Whitney didn't notice her. She wasn't really hidden. But filming her work, drawing the thing.
Yeah, she goes downstairs to peek at what she's doing, and then Whitney understandably gets pissed off.
Yeah.
She's like, what the fuck are you doing down here?
Then Amanda plagiarizes some plagiarism.
Yeah.
And, like, splices it into the video.
Mm-hmm. To say it's all plagiarism so she can get kicked out of college.
Yes.
But then Amanda is... I'm sure at least some artist has done this at some point. Wrote basically fan fiction of Amanda dying to a creature.
And then it happens.
And then
the umbrella shows up. It is very funny because, like, okay, the monster's attacking, and then she slips on a banana peel that gets drawn in.
Yeah.
And then the door handle disappears.
Very cartoonish for what it is. It's fucking great.
It's good.
It was a fun time.
I got a comment on the Cellar Dweller itself.
This
thing, if you've ever seen Ghoulies,
Yeah.
it looks like the cat. If the cat gremlin became Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, it's pretty apt. It looks cool.
It's
It's
a really
all
good
practical.
effect. Its eyes move. I'm always really impressed by that in these.
Even like the
Suit
chewing that
monsters.
it does, it's pretty decently well done. Yeah, it's a big fan of like these low budget monsters that always look cool.
Like I'm really impressed when they make mammal creatures look.
Yeah.
Because like at the end of the day, it's kind of easier to make like an insectoid monster look realistic.
Yeah.
Because they have hinges anyway as part of their fucking bodies.
Yeah.
Right. This thing looks great.
And it moves like pretty decent too.
This suit and the animatronics and puppetry behind it, this would not look out of place as like one of Shredder's evil mutants in the Jim Henson TMNT.
No, for sure.
This looks that good.
It's really well done. Like it made the movie a lot more enjoyable than if it was just bad.
Like they could have said the creature effects by the Henson Company at the end, and I would not have been surprised.
They also do like a pretty decent thing. I mean, it's hard to animate this thing, obviously, and wearing a full bodysuit of this must be hell. So for a lot of the action scenes, they use like the comic stills to describe what's going on. And I think that's like an interesting way to do it.
So it kills Lisa, but the body's not there because it can disappear.
It ate it.
It ate it. There's no blood either.
Yeah, I probably don't get it, but he did eat the body. So
We find out that this thing is a vampire werewolf ghost demon.
Yep.
So
it's brought because people imagine it.
So a 14-year-old's OC.
Yeah. As long as people can imagine that he will exist or something.
Feeds off imagination.
Yeah.
They can't find Amanda.
Our dude becomes Columbo.
Yeah, Columbo investigates, finds the videos like, it was for revenge, and he gets killed and eaten.
He had a whole typewriter scene too.
He was typing in his office with his fucking cigar. We were not joking when we called him Columbo.
No,
he
he
just
started
needed the code.
narrating what he's writing. It was great.
Now it would have been great if it was all in his voiceover.
That and like you said, if it was in black and white.
And there's like 80% more cigarette smoke.
Like no joke, like they even
more
added
cigar
like the film noir like sound track to it. Like it was great. They should have doubled down and just made it black and white.
Lisa is doing a dance to music and saying death and stabbing balloons
Death
and
is
throwing
sad.
dolls around.
Columbo fucks off because he's like, bye, and I'm gonna go solve this case. He goes, and one more thing.
Oh, one more thing. My wife.
My wife, big film collector, you know. She loves collecting film. He finds the film and he's like, of course, it was for revenge. Because he heard Whitney threatening Amanda before.
But this plot point of bringing this up doesn't even get to happen. Because the movie realizes it's almost over. So it kills.
Yeah, we took it like I had to fill up my drink, and so you pause the video, and like he's like, oh, the movie's almost done. We're like, wait, what? It hasn't even been like a fucking hour. What? It was surprisingly short, but in a way, that's like good because it didn't feel sluggish. The cat now.
Cats are cool. This thing now looks like a big cat.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, he gets killed.
It kills him. Then it kills Lisa when she's taking a shower.
Yeah, because of course you broke the rule.
Philip then gets killed.
Well, they find the beast first.
They find the beast, and then it kills Philip. And then Whitney's running. She goes to Mrs. Briggs, tells that this monster killed everybody. And then Mrs. Briggs, I changed my mind about comics. Oh, by the way, I'm the monster.
It was fucking great.
Freaking Red Riding Hoods.
Yeah, so they have.
What big ears you have?
Goddamn, Grandma.
And then Whitney realizes that her art can control the monster.
Yeah, she kind of always had like a thought of it because she figured that's what happened with Childress, but
so she chains it up.
Brings Philip back.
Brings everybody back. Then haha, I'll burn the art of the monster, and the monster will die. And then she does but then oh no, I burned the art of everybody, so everybody's now dead. Oh,
And then the monster comes back. And he's like, I live off imagination.
It's funny, and then the movie's over, and it presumably eats her. We hear it. But it's funny because she's like she doesn't just put the paintings of the monster in there. She puts all the paintings in there.
What the fuck do you think was gonna happen?
And I'm like, well, I'm just watching like, wouldn't that like burn them too?
Sure.
Yeah, it does. Plot hole filled.
And then, like we said, like it doesn't even matter because the monster comes back anyway because he feeds off imagination.
I would like to critique her art style.
You know, it didn't look that
or
bad.
Not the art style. Well, some of it looks pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, the last couple of shots.
But her artistic process, you are confident as hell to go straight for the ink.
Darkest ink plastered all over there. She's fucking tried and true, bud.
Like penciler, or like
anything, but
you do need a script writer.
Yeah.
And a letterer, though.
Yep.
You don't need a colorist. The black and white approach could work. But it's kudos on you for doing... Well, technically you're not doing a penciler. You're doing an inker, but the inker's drawing everything.
Yeah.
But it is brave to go straight up... Straight to the ink.
Yep.
That's brave.
Insane.
She does actually at one point accidentally dump some white off.
Oh yeah, it hurts the monster. That's right.
And that's what gets the idea. And then we found out that you got marks docked because you used white out on a test.
Yep.
So this movie is wild.
Yeah, it was weird, but like a good weird.
I recommend it.
It's a fun time. It's not that long.
I'd give it a solid 6.
Yeah, maybe
7.
Yeah, I think like a 6 is pretty good. Like it can't be more than an hour and 10 minutes.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah, the monster's great. The characters, like, as much as we joke about hating them, like, they did their job pretty well.
Yeah.
There's no, like, real bad acting in this movie either.
No.
It's all pretty good.
They all do their thing pretty well.
It's surprisingly just, like, a solid attempt at a movie. It's great.
Now, about solid.
Uh-oh.
Next week, we're looking at a movie, a sequel no less, about the man who was so legendarily huge. The Yoke, the Swole, the legend himself. See you then.
Oh, shit.
Ciao.
Bye.